What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Sean. For those of you who haven't been here before, my name is Sean. I do a daily video on something related to nursing. No rhyme or reason. Probably won't change. I want to talk to you a little bit about passive aggressiveness between nursing units and specialty areas. Maybe not so much passive aggressiveness, but the finger pointing. The blame game. Want us to try and stop accusing other units of doing something that they are probably not doing. The bottom line is, I don't think there's a nurse out there who's out to screw the next nurse. In my small tenure of experience, I had the tendency to go off on that nurse who gave me a patient who was completely unstable, or gave me a patient that was so stable that shouldn't be in the ICU, or gave me a report on someone that was inaccurate or not good enough. The list is endless. I worked in surgical ICU for a long time, and I always got pissed off at the OR for bringing me a patient who was not only soiled in whatever bodily fluids that they couldn't get to, but that all my IV tubing was complete and utter spaghetti. And I, for the longest time, had this vision in my mind that that nurse didn't care, didn't give a crap, or was doing it on purpose. And I was wrong. I apologize to all my former coworkers and everyone that I have been in contact with. I screwed up. The problem is, we don't walk in their shoes. We may think we do, but we don't. I never really appreciated what the OR goes through until I watched it from start to finish. What the CRNA has to go through, what the anesthesiologist goes through, the circulating nurse, the scrub nurse, the techs, and how rushed their job is from start to finish. That they're under a time clock from start to finish. That they're never going fast enough start to finish. That everyone is breathing down their neck for not doing something. And then I have the audacity to get pissed off because they didn't have the time to clean up my patient, and they decided to, on purpose, tangle all of my IV tubing. When I should know by now that when a patient is positioned, repositioned, if there's instability during the procedure, if there's multiple things going on, that they're going to go from backwards and forwards. How many times have we screwed up our tidiness because we had to turn a patient from side to side, let alone be pressured into hurrying along? How many times have you transferred a patient and realized, oh crap, I forgot to tell that nurse that, or oh crap, when you get home, I failed to mention that very important thing to that nurse that I gave report to. It happens. Far too often we are jumping the gun and pointing fingers at other nurses for doing something or not doing something that we think they should or should not have done. Instead of having a little bit of patience and understanding about just how crappy our job can be. Specialty areas are too busy and too quick to judge each other for what they have or have not done when they've never walked in their shoes. When a med-surg nurse talks badly about ICU, or ICU talks badly about med-surg and the OR and the PACU, same-day surgery, OB, and the ER. Unless you have literally walked in their shoes and had to work a shift on their unit, you really don't have a whole lot of room to talk. And then even if you walked in their shoes, you didn't literally walk in their shoes during that particular shift. You didn't have to undergo what they went through. You didn't have the physicians, the family, the visitors, the other services breathing down your neck like they were breathing down theirs. Just like they don't have a right to judge you because they didn't walk in your shoes. We need to have just a little bit more patience and understanding and take in the bigger picture, that it's about the patient, that you can often be wrong about your assessment of the situation. You can be wrong about that nurse or nurses or nursing unit. We're all under stress. We're all pissed off at the shortness. We're all pissed off at the lateral violence. We're all fed up with the short staffing and the ridiculous amount of core measure stuffs that we all have to dance through. We're all feeling the pressure. But I don't think the answer to dealing with that pressure is to take it out on someone who's fighting the fire with you, someone who's walking the walk with you, someone who is in the trenches with you. They're just down the hall or upstairs or downstairs. I'm guilty of it and I'm trying to be better. This is my way of saying, take a second, take a breath, and make sure that whatever accusations you are making, whether it's just in your mind or not, whether you're actually verbally saying it or not, think about what they're going through, think about what you go through before you pass judgment on someone else. By all means, you don't want to be a pushover, and if someone's not doing their part, you need to call them out on it. By all means. I'll be the first one to tell you that. But let's try not to be so quick to judge. We're all in this together, and at the end of the day, there is strength in numbers. We can't do this by ourselves, no matter how awesome we think we are. So let's recruit help instead of pushing people down. Lift them up. Don't put them down. Would love to hear your thoughts on this one. Completely random topic about just having a little bit of patience. I know you got something to say about this one. Leave your comment down below. Your comments are my caffeine. Share this with somebody. And as always, check your own pulse first.